I was gonna include that as part of the show. Wasn't recording.
Nice.
So now we made fun of car dealerships for no reason. It's just,
That's okay.
I like it when they give you the fake key. That's like, come into our dealership.
I like
Yeah.
it's like glued to the envelope.
My son got really excited because he thought we won a car.
Yeah.
Like legit excited. Like genuine excitement
That's
in
so
his eyes.
sad.
Thinking
That's
that
pretty
he
good.
scratched off the ticket, won the car, and has a key now.
Yeah, so you have to be like the bearer of bad news.
Yeah, like
Oh,
this
yes.
isn't real.
Like, yeah, sorry.
Just buy like a
Thanks.
Hot Wheels. This is the car. You won this $1 Hot Wheel. Sorry.
Yeah, here you go. Here you go. It's a Lamborghini.
Just like the envelope said.
Yeah. Oh wait, are we gonna have a trash Pokemon segment?
We might.
Okay, cool.
I get
Fuck
some
is
ready.
trash Pokemon.
Get that graphic ready.
All of the Pokemon. I don't have the graphic over here.
Son of a bitch.
I know. Alright, we'll start the show now.
Okay.
Everybody start the show.
Hello, welcome to Ben's OP Game Show, recorded live at 6 p.m. Pacific Time every Friday, twitch.tv/thegamefanatics. And let's get right into it because, like I have on the screen, there are way too many Metroidvanias to talk about today and this summer in general. And joining to me today,
Conjoined.
I've been conjoined by Logan
What's Metroidvania?
and Joel.
Yeah.
Alright. That's a perfect way to start
That's
it.
cute.
That was
Talk
cute.
about conjoined.
We told you we were conjoined. So,
We're gonna talk about conjoined twins.
in just a minute. This has really been the summer of Metroidvania games. Way too many have come out. It started with Hollow Knight, and then we had Chasm, and Death's Gambit came out like a week or so ago. I know I want to
Ugh.
talk about La-Mulana 2 a little bit, and Death's Gambit. I said that already in the list. Dead Cells, and Guacamelee 2. So,
I think at this point, if you want to be noticed as a Metroidvania, you need to come out as a sequel.
you need
some
a...
sort of like established recognition, because if not, you're just gonna get drowned out.
Yeah, maybe so. All these games I listed, though, had pretty big... Except for Death's Gambit.
Yeah. Delphox is in the chat. Shout out to Delphox.
Whoop whoop. We should get him a theme song.
I should just download
Get the recording.
archive of him screaming.
I loved it when he won the Beat Saber, when he did the full combo, and you hear him get back to his computer. I hope it recorded everything.
Oh no, my dick's hanging out.
No, not that. Jesus.
Did you do on
Anyway,
your first stream, Joel?
yeah,
What?
just the dick hanging
don't
out
do that.
stream.
Just that's yeah.
I'm really trying to get those follows, People keep leaving the chat though.
That'll definitely get them in.
Ew.
Make them stay there for 3 minutes. Anyway, first up on the Metroidvania thing, I do want to talk about Death's Gambit a little bit. I know I'm the only one in the world who's playing this.
So I watched you play it a little bit. This is one that's kind of compared to Salt and Sanctuary, right? Where it's
Yes.
kind of got that 2D like Dark Souls-ish kind of battle, or not battle system, but like
Aesthetic.
Yeah,
The general
yeah.
feel of it is very Dark Soulsy. I would say Salt and Sanctuary is not only like twice as long, it's also probably twice as good as Salt and
jeez.
Sanctuary.
yeah.
Salt and Sanctuary or Death's Gambit is. I'm not like upset that I played it or anything. It's not like it was terrible. It overall is just kind of like, okay, that was cool. I liked seeing some of the stuff it did and the different combos, and but there's a bunch of different weapon types, and so you can kind of min-max your little stats and whatever, but it's not very deep. I finished the game with the axe I started the game with, which I think
Oh wow.
there's like the axe and then the sword and then the magic tome, and like it's just kind of, this is the halberd, not halberd ABCD whatever. This is the halberd, and you can upgrade it a little bit. It's not a ton of different items. There's not a ton of different other stuff to do. The bosses are the highlight. This is one of the bosses, and they are fun. The whole combat does have this loose feel, and we'll get to it in Guacamelee, where the combat in that game feels right and has this like tangible, visceral feel. this game you're slipping through people and you're kind of doing attacks, and it seems like you're hitting them, but they're kind of hitting you too, and it's just kind of like two sprites flopping around on each other, and it never quite feels right, or like you're in control in a way that makes any sense. It can be really cheap sometimes. Like, just, oh, this guy does a laser attack, and if you get caught in the laser, you instantly die. Like, well, that's nice, because I got stuck against the wall and I got, whatever. But then it does some really cool things that I've always wanted Dark Souls-y games to do, where you're supposed to die in this boss fight, right? So you die, and then you fall down into this underworld and do this whole strange underwater sequence with these Cthulhu monsters. This is really cool and different. I didn't expect that to happen. It has these other moments where when you die, maybe it'll play a little cutscene that gives you a little backstory. There's another moment where you keep exploring, and then you open up this technologically advanced door, and all of a sudden you're in like a ship from Metroid. You're just in this space age ship, like, oh, this crash landed here and it gave the people technology. Like, that's really cool. I didn't expect to run into something like that. So it has a lot of really good ideas. It's just overall the execution isn't quite there, especially compared to Hollow Knight or really any of the other games I already listed, unfortunately. Yeah. It's good. It's not terrible by any stretch of the imagination. It's fine, and I really like Souls games, so I can, like, that's why I want to play it. But if you don't really care, don't really see, maybe if it's $10 or something, like, yeah, give it a shot. But other than that, I think...
How many hours have you put into it?
It was like 10 hours to beat it.
Okay.
And I don't think there was much else to do. There's a New Game Plus and like a ratcheting New Game Plus where you could pick, I want New Game Plus 1 or plus 2, 3, and then you'd beat it again at that. And like, that's fun. It's just if the combat controlled a little better, or had a better flow and motion to it, it would be a lot better game. I wonder if they ran out of time in terms of, like, this is going to take an entire rework of the system. Let's just put the game out instead. That's what it seems like to me, because it'd be a big overhaul to do that. Thanks for the nachos.
Nachos.
Thanks for the nachos, Delphox.
Sounds delicious.
I do. Hold on. This is the Giant Bomb video again, because I never recorded any gameplay. But I do want to talk about La-Mulana 2. I beat it today.
Did you go back and try to listen to that Giant Bomb episode where they talked about it? Okay.
And I disagree a little bit with it.
Okay. All right.
But so
I don't remember what they said altogether.
Well, they were kind of like, oh, it's so confusing at the start. I'm like, it's not. If you think that's confusing, just stop playing. Don't even fucking go any further.
When you were telling me about it, I'm like, man, it seems pretty. Like for me who doesn't like puzzles that much. I mean, I like them in some games, depending on how they're kind of presented to you. With the platforming part of it, I think I was just kind of like, oh, man, I don't know. With all these Metroidvanias, and then you got one that has a puzzle, and then a horny Mr. Roshi. Like, I'm just, how I feel
the
about
Mr. Roshi guy, you don't really talk to him that much. I don't know why they're stuck on him.
Because he's so noticeable.
It's funny, later in the game, his harem leaves, and he's like, I'm all alone now. I don't know what to do. But anyway.
You put more time into it?
I beat it.
Oh, nice.
It was like 44 hours.
Jesus.
And that was with a guide for like the last 20 or so.
Wow.
Like, and I'm not like I was following the guide beat for beat for beat. It would tell me where to go, and I'd kind of try and figure it out. And if it was a super obscure puzzle, I just looked at the solution. Like, you could figure it out, but
yeah,
I would say probably 99% of players are not going to do this without a guide. And if you did it without a guide, it could take 100+ hours. Like, some of these, or if you have a photographic memory and you're taking like really good notes or something, if you're not, it's like impossible. Because every single little tablet has a clue, and it might be a clue you need 10 hours later. And I really admire that. and I really appreciate it. And it's so well done. Like it's such a well crafted world. How it's all interconnected and how all the like everything's there with a purpose. It's not procedural. You know, it's the exact opposite of that, where everything is so finely tuned. It's an impressive feat just to have these puzzles all across this large open world. It's just some of the puzzles are a little like, all right, I'm not solving that. Okay, guys, like, I'm not doing that. Especially when you get this item where you'll like get these mantras, and you can load up more than one mantra at a time. So a solution to the puzzle might be to chant 2 different things, but if you don't have all the right things, like it gets really complicated. But it's all the other puzzles are more manageable, and the core platforming and boss fights are phenomenal. It's so much fun, and this world is so well put together. You can get to a point where you're like, I'll find a new item, and then you just go exploring, and you end up in 20, 30 different areas. It's not 20, 30, but 20, going in all sorts of ways. I'm like train of thoughts all over the place.
Like 20, 30, like
you end up going all over the world all over this crazy demon world, in a way that is super non-linear and is very impressive. Like half this stuff, there's no order. There's not like, oh, you got to get the hyper beam and then get the this and that. Like no, and the world isn't gated necessarily by a lot of those items. It's kind of free flowing, and so you can go for hours without some item, and then you'll find it, and then you can go hours in another direction and just keep exploring. And like, I'm gonna go to the ice place, I'm gonna go to this other world, I'm gonna go over here, like what if I go over there, and what if I got this, and let me go over there. And it leads to these moments of exploration that are so much fun. I really think, I enjoyed beating it and playing the last 20 hours of it with the guide more and more.
Oh my gosh.
But the first 20 hours are so damn good, because that's when the puzzles aren't super crazy. You can still kind of get around and understand it without too much trouble. And it's just a joy to explore. In the same way people lauded like Breath of the Wild for being open and having you solve things with your wits and in unique different ways, this game does that in a Metroidvania game, and it's really unparalleled. Like, I've played a lot of Metroidvania games, as you could probably tell.
Oh yeah, just in this last week.
Yeah, in this last week
alone.
I've played so many. This is in the top 5 for sure.
Oh
This game is so well made, so well done, and so unique. And it's definitely not for everyone. Like, it has insta-death traps. It has confusing puzzles. It has like checkpoints that are going to be punishing, but nothing's ever too crazy. And look at this crazy dragon I'm fighting. It's awesome. I loved pretty much every moment of it.
Card.
Looks like something Yugi would try and do.
Green eyes, black dragon.
Yeah, it's an excellent game, and literally no one is talking about La-Mulana 2. So
yeah, I mean that's honestly, Giant Bomb was the only podcast that I heard it on, and I listen to a lot of podcasts during the week. Although I have to start siphoning in like other types of podcasts because the gaming ones get so like just repetitive.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if it's talked about because it's a PC only game, so I wonder if...
Yeah, I mean, I think we mentioned that last time, is like so many of the other podcasts, like Kind of Funny, What's Good.
A lot of the IGN stuff is...
IGN, yeah, they're all console based.
And I think a lot of those people would really like this game. It is, because I have to keep going back and stressing that it is not simple. You know what I mean? Like, it is not gonna hold your hand. I definitely had a slight leg up in that I played the first one, because this is a game that doesn't give you a map until you find it, and if you don't find it, you don't have the map. It will restrict save and teleport locations if you didn't find this one app. And like, oh, here's a perfect example of this game. There's this one shop vendor guy way off in the distance that you can randomly stumble into, and you should, because the whole point of the game is exploring, right? Yeah. So you explore and find this guy, and he has this app, and it's like a fast-moving app. Like, that's really vague, right? But you buy it. Now there's another monument or something that you read that you could have read hours ago that says, hey, I heard if you get this one app, it resonates with the frequency and it lets you study at these other monuments. And based on that piece of information, you're supposed to know to equip that app, and that'll let you fast travel to other locations.
Oh my god.
It's just, that's the kind of weird shit it does.
No thanks.
It's so good. That's like the easy shit too. That's the stuff that's great. This other stuff you're doing at the end is like, chant this other thing over there, stand over there, don't push that there. There's a hidden block in the wall. It basically requires you to do 100% run almost of everything just to beat it. Because like no stone unturned really. But it's awesome. It is awesome. It's up there, top 5 of the game for the year. Top 5 of the game of the year for me.
Wow. Made quite the impression.
Oh yeah, it might be number 1. Since Monster Hunter ate my save file, so...
Oh. But you still have the precious memories of Monster Hunter from when we played it. When it
yeah.
came out.
No, it's definitely 1 and 2. I would say.
1 and 2.
Definitely, I mean, over God of War in Detroit. That's how...
Yeah.
That's it. We'll see, Spider-Man. We'll see.
Crazy.
Yeah.
God of War is still my number 1 this year.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys have fun.
Working joy.
Oh no, not you two.
She was like, fuck that guy. He's not on God of War's train anymore.
No. God,
Not on that dick no mo.
Oh,
Just hanging out on my Twitch channel.
wow. Okay. Well, let's talk about another Metroidvania game.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Joel, you've been playing Guacamelee. I've been talking a lot. You've been playing Guacamelee.
Yes. So, with all the Metroidvanias coming out, I remembered fondly really liking Guacamelee. So I started replaying the original one. And then I decided to request the game for review because I was like, you know what, I'm getting a fucking kick out of this game. And that same day, I guess we got the review code. So
Wow.
it was like the day before it came out, which I really should have jumped on that a lot earlier. I just didn't. It's just one. There's so many coming out.
It kind
I
of
didn't-
snuck up on me too, yeah.
Yeah, and so I really want to finish the original one because I played it a long time ago when it first came out, and I really
5
liked
years
it.
ago. Can you believe that?
I played it on PS3, and then I got it on PS4 when it came out on PS Plus, and I really liked it. I just never finished it, and so I've been playing it, and then, of course, I'm doing the review for the new one, so I figured I got to start playing that too. And I mean, I think I'm like probably an hour away from beating the first one.
Okay.
And I just got like it's not a grapple, but you jump, hit triangle, and it shoots you. Kind of like a grapple in the second one. It's kind of like grapple, but you're not actually throwing a grapple. There's these little like birds.
Oh,
you're
that's
stuck.
early on in the second one.
Very early on. I'm only maybe 45 minutes into that.
Gotcha.
But the thing I really like about Guacamelee is like the overall aesthetic of it. I like the music.
Oh yeah,
The
it's so
plat-
colorful.
It's so colorful, and I love the new colors in this one because it's a little darker, but it's got a little more neon to it.
Mm-hmm.
The platforming I have enjoyed more than the combat for sure. I think the combat can get kind of frustrating, but also repetitive.
I agree.
Where the platforming to me is just so satisfying because it can get really hard to where you have to plan out every single jump that you have to do. Like, okay, so I gotta double jump here, do the uppercut, then do the dash punch, and then the headbutt, and maybe you make it. Like I like the strategy of that part, and it's something that I'm not like huge on platformers, and so this one's really kind of just hooked me, which is why I decided I wanted to review part 2. So I've started playing it, and I'm enjoying it so far because I already loved the first one. And Drinkbox, they're fucking amazing. They need to make more games.
Yeah, I think I don't like any of their other games though. I never played Severed, but
Severed is okay. I bought it as soon as it came out. I blame Colin and Greg because of how much they talked about it on PS I Love You or whatever
Yeah.
when it was first coming out. And it's okay. I'm just not into, I think, the swiping. I hated the swiping part of it, but I liked everything else about it, which it sucks because like that's the main thing is you swipe on the screen during combat.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
It could be really fun, but it's definitely a game that you could play on like a tablet or phone now. Like I feel like it was made for a phone, but they're like, well, we got to put it on Vita.
Yeah, it's a weird weird experiment, I guess.
Yeah. But what else? They made like mutant blobs or something, which I never.
Yeah,
played.
I didn't like.
I'm trying to think if they've made anything else since then.
I think that's it. They just ported
Okay.
Guacamelee 1 for a while,
Yeah.
for years.
Which good. They're good games. I think
Yeah.
I recommend it probably. I would recommend it before a lot of the other Metroidvanias that have been pouring out.
I agree. I would play. I've played, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours of Guacamelee 2.
Yeah, I like the new skill tree, like how you upgrade and stuff
Oh
like that.
yeah, I
'Cause
really.
you didn't really have that in the first one at all.
It wasn't
just
it handled differently?
You're purchasing upgrades to like stamina and health and some of the moves through the little table where the checkpoints. Where on
Gotcha.
this, like you're using money to buy the skills, kind of in the same way, but now it's shaped more like a skill tree, and you have different trees to choose from, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that.
I like
whole
that.
System.
I like that part.
I like the
I don't know if
expanded.
they need to do that though, because it's kind of like if the game's 10 or 12 hours just like the last one, I don't know if you need to have that many skills built out that way.
Yeah, we'll see.
So I don't. Yeah, I'll see. I mean, I just don't want it to be like an unnecessary like amount of skills that I can upgrade to when the game's shorter or whatever.
You're gonna be because I think I'm maybe 3/4 of the way through,
Okay.
maybe, and
And it doesn't feel like it's too much upgrading or whatever.
no,
depending on that.
I love all the kind of it's the same upgrades from before. A lot of them with like the sideways punch and then the uppercut and all that, but they do such a
Yeah.
good job with it, and they've added a bunch of chicken abilities, which I don't remember if the chicken had all these abilities before, but it feels
So-
like they're new.
The only thing I remember from the like so far, I mean, I'm pretty close to beating the first one, and really all you do is you shrink down to a chicken and then run through the little areas. But other than that,
Yeah,
the
now
chicken
there's like
wouldn't
a
have
whole
many things.
expanded chicken thing where you get moves for the chicken. He got his own upgrade tree.
Ugh.
It,
I mean, that's fine.
but I really
just
like
don't
the chicken.
I really don't like the chicken.
I like him in this one. I think they do a
Okay.
better job with the chicken in this one. I really like how the map is laid out and how they give you rewards. It's such a easygoing, nice experience. The opposite of La-Mulana, where everything's on the map. It's all pretty and colorful. You don't have to think too much.
Yeah.
There are some really challenging platforming sequences for like the true ending that I'm doing, and that's when I got mad at the game because it was this just obscene gauntlet that I was like, I looked up a guide. I was like, I don't know what to do in this jump, and it said you should do this at the end of the game. I'm like, God damn it! Well, I'm halfway through it, so I gotta keep going now. But it does such a good job. Exploring in this world is so much fun. There's a lot of fun little side quests. It has a really good sense of humor too. You've seen some at the
Yeah, yeah.
beginning, and there's some more later on, just like video game references that are so good.
Yeah, and they had that in the first one too. Like there's a part where one of the bosses you defeat exactly the way you defeat Bowser in the original Super Mario Brothers on NES, where you hit the switch
anchor
and
or
it drops
whatever.
them off the bridge. Yeah, I always thought it was an axe.
I don't know
looks
what
like
it is. An axe, isn't it? I don't know what it is.
And then there's like a Mega Man, but in like a Day of the Dead form on a poster. There's a ton of little Easter eggs like that, and they were funny. I thought they were cool, and the humor in it is funny. I know some people don't like it; they think it's too like, I don't know, corny or whatever. I enjoy it.
I enjoyed it as well, and I think in the second one it's better, at least from how I remember the first game.
Okay.
It's really funny. There's some really good moments, a ton of great platforming action game. I think it's in the top 3 Metroidvania games that came out in the last 6 weeks.
That's a fucking stack too.
It's fucking ridiculous. I want to make a tweet of all these Metroidvania games, because even Salt and Sanctuary just came out on Switch, so that counts. So
Yeah.
and put like a bracket order and see how many there are. This is a lot.
It's just it's nuts. There's just so many.
Yeah, it's a tad ridiculous, just a little bit.
Hey, Grand Theft Auto 5 is half off right now.
Grand Theft Auto 5 is always on sale.
I know.
It seems like that, yeah.
I need people to do some heists with.
Why don't you play it on PC?
Because like to get it on PC means I have to sacrifice a different game just because I don't have a whole lot of extra cash to throw at games. I have to like choose carefully, like Spider-Man.
Oh, I thought you were talking about hard drive size for a second. I'm like, what?
No,
Okay.
that I have plenty of.
No, just get Spider-Man. You don't need to buy Grand Theft Auto 5 for the 30th time.
No, I mean already. I'm gonna start on PC, brand new, and
All right,
already got
whatever.
cars, clubhouses, and
I already got cars. I think your account carries over.
no, don't.
That's yeah, probably true.
Like I said that.
Yeah, why did I think that would be a thing?
No, it don't, man. Oh, man.
All right,
I
Logan.
was
you're-
listening to I think it was
What?
Sacred Symbols,
Yes.
and they were talking about the whole crossplayer thing. I think with the whole Elder Scrolls Legends, talking how Pete Hines was saying something like insinuating that if PlayStation doesn't allow crossplay or whatever, and then someone wrote in saying something angry about it, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, it's not even that people want crossplay; people just want like cross progression on games.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was the biggest deal with the whole Fortnite thing. Was like, I don't care if you don't let me play with other people. I want to be able to take everything I earned and paid for on this account over to PC, over to, Switch and Xbox. Since you're not letting us play together, I want to at least take what I earned and paid for.
It seems like such a short-sighted and cheap thing for Sony to do. To be like, no, we're not going to let you do it. But
Yeah.
just like play nice a little bit, and then you
Which
look
they
good.
do. They do allow it as long as you're only playing on PC and PS4. Same thing with like Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
Same exact thing. But as soon as you try to link that to something else, it won't allow it. But I don't know. That just bugged me because like people are like so angry about crossplay and crossplay. And I was like, fucking who cares about crossplay? Like I just want to be able to take the shit I bought. Like why is it stranded?
Yeah, that'd be a nice
whatever.
compromise.
Yeah. That is
Just a smidge.
too much to ask again.
It is. So Logan, I want you to guide the show, guide the ship.
Yeah, what the fuck have you been playing?
We're not a Metroidvania.
God,
Yeah, definitely not a Metroidvania.
What have you been playing on your Game Boy?
On my Game Boy,
What was the last game you played on the Game Boy?
hold on, my mic's falling. The last game, I can't get it.
Like from the sky. It's falling.
Come back. Fuck. I'll just hold it. Okay.
That's weird.
The last game on my Game Boy that I've been playing is I can't even think of one.
I know the last Game Boy game I played, but it wasn't on a Game Boy.
Yeah. I think it was, I believe it's called Ninja Boy 2.
Ninja Boy.
Yeah, I have the cartridge because I actually pulled out my Game Boy Advance the other day and was looking at all these games I had, and I was like, wow, I had a lot of games.
What a
and
bunch of
most of them
trash.
being Pokemon and Final Fantasy, but
Yeah.
I had a ton of like original Game Boy. Like I have my original Super Mario Land from
Nice.
my very first Game Boy from when I was like 5 years old or something. And it's all worn out because of how often I took it out of the back of my Game Boy. Man, I love that game.
A game is a game.
Super Mario Land. I think that's probably the last thing I played. Or the best Harvest Moon was for the Game Boy Advance. Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town.
That was good.
I still say that's the peak Harvest Moon game of all the Harvest Moon games.
It's definitely the peak era for the Harvest
Yeah.
Moon series. Because that's about the time the GameCube one came out as well.
Right, for sure. So that's probably that's probably what I played last was Harvest Moon on my Game Boy Advance. Or You know. Played a little Monster Hunter World on the PC, playing through that again for God knows why, but
It's good on
Playing
PC.
it is good, and I told Ben this earlier. Like, even though I've played through this game already on PS4, playing through it again on PC, I didn't care because I enjoyed it so much. It's such a good game. It's still so much fun. Like, I don't mind playing through it again. And I'm someone that doesn't like playing through games again. I feel like I could spend that time playing a new game. But here I am, dicking around in Monster Hunter World for PC.
Yeah.
Did you go with like the same like weapons and build and everything like that from the last time you played?
Pretty much. I
Wow.
tried to use other weapons, and I was like, I can't. I need my dual daggers. Like, that's my life.
That's my lot in life.
Nothing else matters.
Can you block with the dual daggers?
No,
Okay. I'm just asking.
you could dodge,
Well, you can dodge with everything. I was just asking.
but if you blocked with them, they probably break.
That'd be good. Just.
They just run around.
Oh, I can't hit anything.
Using your sling, just pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, I will say it's weird playing it with an Xbox controller.
I'm still doing mouse and keyboard.
Oh, really?
I did it from the get-go, and I don't mind it at all.
Huh. Yeah, I could see that being fine.
Yeah, it is fine. I like using the mouse wheel for my items.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you could use F1 through 4 for like item shortcuts, kind of MMO-ish. So it works really well.
Okay.
But I know a lot of people that probably don't like that, and that's okay.
Don't like the macros?
PC controls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought about using a controller, but it's fine with PC or with mouse keyboard.
Does the combat feel like extremely different going mouse and keyboard? Is it almost easier in a way, or do you feel like they each have their own like what's it called,
Kind of
down-
feel to
downside.
them, or
yeah, like what's the upside to playing on mouse and keyboard compared to on a controller?
the only upside I can think of for playing mouse and keyboard is quicker item shortcuts with the shortcuts in the mouse wheel. Like, that's the only thing I feel is easier. Because on the PS4 you would have to press like, you would hold R1 right and switch, or I can't even remember now.
Yeah,
But
something
you would
like
have
that.
you'd have to do like a shortcut-esque sort of thing, or maybe it was a D-pad. I don't remember. That was 8 months ago. Come on, guys.
I can't remember this.
Yeah, so long ago.
Yeah. PC version's good.
I think the biggest thing of like why I don't want to go back to the PS4 version isn't necessarily the visuals, because it does look better, especially the monsters, obviously, but the load times on PC are just 20 times faster.
Yeah,
Like-
it loads a ton faster.
It's obscene how slow it is on console. And I was on a PS4 Pro and it was slow. Ugh. Icky.
Yeah, playing it on PC with the faster load times is really nice, especially when you're jumping through lobbies, joining quests, and doing all of this shit.
It's night and day.
So much better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is multiplayer like the same exact thing though? Like a lobby of 16 players, or is it a little
Yeah.
more open?
Yeah, it's the
the
same
same.
exact system.
Okay.
For
But
better,
now
for
you can
worse.
copy and paste the room code.
Yes.
Send it
Yeah,
a little bit
right.
easier.
They do give you a copy button on the PC.
Oh jeez. The little things, you know?
Thanks,
Yeah.
Microsoft.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I just can't bring myself to go back to it after it ate my save file.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
And if I was like 10 hours in, I wouldn't be as upset because I would have gotten more time with it, but I was just getting to like the Tobi Kadachi.
Right.
It's still pretty early and I don't want to do it all again. The
Just
opening
get drunk one night and replay
No.
it.
The opening
Yeah.
is like 2 hours long. It's not fun to do.
You can't skip the cutscene?
You can't.
Fuck!
You can't skip the opening cutscene, and I have to make a character again.
Just
And I liked my
randomize. Who cares?
character.
Make it the ugliest character. Ugliest.
I like my
Yeah.
character.
Have you seen my character from Bloodborne? It looks like Woody from Toy Story.
That's just disgusting.
But I didn't realize he had green hair, bright green hair like the fucking Joker.
Really?
You're a monster.
I didn't know that until I like changed his outfit.
I
I was
didn't
like,
know. I
was
gave
like,
him green hair.
Joel's never watched Toy Story before.
no, well, like I mean the face, like the nose and the mouth and and the eyes, make him look like Woody. And then I changed outfits and realized he had long ass green fucking hair, and I was like, what the hell? When did I make this?
How did you
That's
not like adjust this person's hair?
I don't know. I wasn't trying to go for Woody. Just what his
Oh,
face.
really? You weren't?
No, I was just trying to make. I think I just picked random hair color. Because the game's so dark, I picked something really bright.
Yeah, you never see your character, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what I named my Monster Hunter person that got deleted, because my other one was like Pasta Avenger or some garbage, and I had another. Oh, it was like Ravioli. It was Captain Ravioli, and I made another pasta
Yeah.
one, but I don't
Your
remember.
Palico was pasta related too, wasn't it?
No, my Palico was Mephistopheles.
Yeah, it was a weird name.
But my
You should have just named them garlic bread.
I forget what I
Yeah.
named it, but it was another pasta theme one for this one, and I was really pleased. But
Please, this pasta.
that game's dead. I mean, it crashed on me a couple times too, like in really weird spots. I don't know.
You must have been overclocking too hard.
Maybe I just run the game real low. Like, just let me play the goddamn game, please.
I saw. I think it was IGN. Maybe IGN. They posted a photo of like very low textured Borderlands,
Oh yeah.
and oh my god, it looked like they were made out of fucking clay. Like it was perfect.
There was a kind of a not a mod, but a thing you could do for Skyrim that basically got rid of all the textures and just made them a color. And I played the
Weird.
game like that for a good 40 hours, where
That would trip
everything
me out.
looked super cel shaded and weird. It was a lot of fun. You have to look that up. Because it's like you'd stab a dragon and it would just be this gray mass of polygons and then red on its neck. Like, it was really cool, actually.
Yeah, I remember you having me try that.
Yeah, it was a thing at the time. You have to look it
Yeah.
up.
It was silly.
Well, it was something to do because the game's not that great. Ha ha ha. I'm gonna look it up, see if I can find it now. But no, who cares? All right. Well,
There
Logan,
was-
you're steering the boat. Where do you want to steer the
Okay.
boat?
I'm going to steer this boat to a little thing that happened this week called Gamescom.
Who?
And what?
What? I'm just fucking with you.
Those Germans love their video games, Ben.
And their beerses.
And their beerses, plural for beersies. And Gamescom, there was a lot of
Oh yeah, there were a lot of trailers and things.
trailers, a lot of news.
A lot of poop.
There's some gameplay out there, things like that. Yeah, lots of poop.
I think that turned
Guess
out
so.
to be fake though. The poop
Fake
story.
poop news.
Yeah.
What was the fake poop supposed to be?
Oh, someone allegedly crapped in a bag in
Oh
a
my
line
gosh.
for a Fortnite thing,
Oh my gosh.
and then apparently it was fake though.
Oh, okay.
But they
It's funny
like,
that they would associate it with a Fortnite.
well, the original story, well, because you could like sell the skin they were getting for like $150 or something.
Right.
But the original story that I read was that they like shit in a plastic, or not a plastic bag, a paper bag, left it there, and then it's really busy and you can't see the floor, so people are stepping on the bag and it just like went everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
I love this story, but yeah, I don't think it happened.
It's ridiculous. All right, so
Unfortunately.
we're gonna do a quick fire news with Gamescom and everything else. I'm gonna read the title, the headline, and if you have something to say about it, please do.
All right, let's go. I'm in
All right.
for it.
First up, Cyberpunk 2077 is now playable from start to finish.
We'll never play that game.
I'm stunned.
Well, obviously all the assets and stuff and the graphics and whatever are not there, but game wise, it's playable,
That's,
which is crazy.
That makes it seem way further along than I would have thought.
Yes, me
I
too.
still feel like it's gonna be.
They're still
long
gonna
road.
take their time with it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can play all the way through it, but like just think how big Witcher 3 was and how much they're gonna have to smooth out and make sure it all meshes well, and then eventually assets and fine tuning and polishing and just
It's at least a year away still, but that
2020.
It still makes it sound like it's much further along than I thought.
Yeah, we'll get it like
Yeah.
in 2 years.
Sure,
At the earliest.
that's fine.
Ubisoft came out today, or came out a few days ago, and said no new Assassin's Creed is coming in 2019.
I'm fine
That's
with
I call
that.
bullshit. I call bullshit.
No,
Because-
that's good.
No, that's what they said at the beginning of this year, and here we are with Odyssey.
Did
Is
they?
that what
Bunch
this?
of fucking liars. They did say that.
They
Huh.
took what? They took a year off or 2 years off?
They took
They-
1 year
yeah,
off, and
they
now
took
it's
They took
2
1
years in
year
a row.
off, right? And they're on a 3-year dev cycle.
So I agree that they need to do this, but I'm still skeptical.
I'm actually excited for Odyssey. I
Yeah, me
really like
too.
the
I'm more
Origins.
excited for Odyssey than I ever was for Origins.
And Origins was
Yeah.
really good, so yeah, I'm in.
I'm okay with this Assassin's Creed's coming out. At first, I was like, another one? It hasn't even been a year. And then I just
Yeah.
kept seeing more and more about it and realized how much I really liked Origins. And
I-
kind of got excited. I was
I
like,
think
I kind of.
the year off. I kind of like them doing. Here's a game, and then a year, and then we take off a year. So it's like 2 years in a row, off year. 2 years in a row, off year. I think
Well, plus
that's.
if there's another Watch Dogs coming, I'm sure they have to make room for that.
Yeah,
Mm,
and I'd be okay with an off if Watch Dogs 3 came next year. I'd be excited for that. I
sure.
think that's a good series. Next up, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice is dated for March 22nd of next year.
Whoop whoop.
So it got a release date. There was some gameplay
Mm-hmm.
shown off. It looks
Looks real good.
great.
Really
Looks
stealthy.
really good. Yeah, it's like Souls, but it's not.
And you have this like,
Like all the new
super
mechanic.
grappling hook thing that you're whipping
Yeah.
around the world.
It looks like a
gameplay
lot of
looks
fun.
really good.
Yeah, I'm not watching
they did
any
a
more
good job with
gameplay.
that. Yeah. Going cold feet. So, Amazon is ending their 20% off Prime discount. So if you're using that, get your pre-orders in this week before it goes away.
Yeah, it's this week, and that's really blows.
Right? They were holding out ever since Gamers Club unlocked from Best Buy.
Yeah, and
Gave
GameStop
up.
got rid of their Elite Pro thing too.
Right? So now there's no competition. So
Way
there's
to
no
go,
reason
Best
to
Buy, you fuckers.
offer discounts
Yeah,
for
fucking
people.
Best Buy.
I was gonna buy an oven. Now where am I gonna buy my oven? Not
I
at
think
Best
the
Buy.
cold food.
It was more like we need all the money we can get at this point.
Yeah.
Best Buy. Well, if you listen to like the CADcast, they talk a lot about these resellers or like smaller mom and pop kind of game places that would get Gamers Club Unlocked accounts and just buy hundreds of games with it. And
Jeez.
it seems as though a few bad apples doing that kind of ruined the program, which I don't understand how they couldn't figure that shit out. But
Yeah.
You would think that they could.
yeah, like that'd be the easiest thing to do, but whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
A Hat in Time is coming to the Nintendo Switch, which is fun.
Heard good and bad about it. So
It's really fun.
It is fun. It is really fun.
How much have you played of it?
I'm not a big Mario 64 fan. So
Because that game's trash.
no, but just in general, like even
Just in
Banjo. And
general.
I really liked Mario Odyssey, but like, not into. It.
Just don't like those 3D platformers.
Just not my cup of coffee.
Fine.
Next up is the Dark Souls trilogy announced for PS4 and Xbox One, coming out the same day, I believe, as Dark Souls Remastered for the Switch.
Yes.
So that's
It's
a big
fine.
fuck you to Nintendo fans.
Is it though?
Is it though?
Can Dark Souls 3 run on a Switch?
No. People still are like, they got Skyrim to work. They got Skyrim. Skyrim's a 10-year-old game. Stop fucking bringing that up.
Yeah.
It's like a big thing that they got it to work. That the Switch
Well,
is a
aren't they
Wii
going to be
U.
priced at the same price point? So would it be, all right, Switch, you get one game, or if you get PS4, Xbox One, you get all three?
No, I
games
think
for
it's
the same price?
$80.
Holy shit.
I think it's $80 for all three.
it's $80 for all three, but it includes all DLC.
Right. So, yeah, that makes sense. Especially considering how much 3 had.
And I think they're all on separate Blu-rays, aren't they?
I don't know.
Or separate discs.
That would
I
be
already
nice.
have all of them, so I didn't really look at it.
Yeah, I don't plan on buying. I mean, I have Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3, and I was thinking of getting Dark Souls Remastered, but Not sure.
I don't think you. Bloodborne's more your speed.
What you trying to say?
I was trying to say
Does
you're.
that suck?
I'm
I
trying to
suck at these
say
games?
it's a lot
Oh,
slower. Like Dark Souls is mean. Bloodborne's
Yeah,
like,
I remember
fun.
not liking Dark Souls 2, so
and that's a faster game than Dark Souls 1.
yeah.
So
Okay, I think I missed the boat on Dark Souls, so
yeah. Choo-choo.
Speaking of the Switch, here's a weird announcement. Saints Row the Third was announced for the Switch.
That is weird.
that's weird, but it can run it.
It's coming. Yep, coming. Includes all the DLC. It's going to be on the
That's-
Switch. So
That's not the superhero one though. That's the fourth one, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, it should be the superhero
Wow, which one? Which one is the third? Saint Row the Third. I'm trying to
That's
remember
just
what.
a really
didn't do
good
this.
one.
It was getting wacky, but not to the point where there's superhero like movement stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was still like semi-realistic.
Okay.
Then Shenmue 3 got a release date for August 27th, 2019, which is
I think
still- that's like a full year away.
Yep.
it's like the farthest confirmed release date of like any game right now.
Yeah, that we have.
besides the ones that are all coming out March 22nd.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. February and March. Speaking of March, Devil May Cry 5,
Oh.
March 8th.
March 8th.
Yeah.
Trying to
then
beat
we got,
out the other ones.
Yeah, Sekiro and
Sekiro, yeah.
Division 2.
So wait, Sekiro
also-
and
Sekiro.
What? Days Gone.
Days Gone's
And-
February.
Yeah, Days Gone is February.
Oh shit, are you sure?
Yes.
I
Yes.
thought that was March 22nd.
No.
No.
It's
What
February.
else is March 22nd?
20.
The Division 2 is also in March, but I don't remember the exact date.
I want to say it was a teens date.
Yeah, it's probably like one every weekend.
It's going to be a
Okay.
busy. And then January is Resident Evil 2.
Yeah,
and
Resident Evil
February's
2,
packed. So
Kingdom Hearts 3 is what?
Yeah.
Also early.
Also January,
Yeah.
I think.
yeah.
Anthem is up there.
Anthem.
Days
Damn.
Gone is up there.
Anthem is same day as Days Gone, isn't it?
That's what it is, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's obscene.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They need to
Calm
be
the
stopped.
fuck down.
But
Why
yeah,
not-
there was a
why
new
not
trailer with.
release
And
in
Crackdown 3.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Shit.
June? Oh,
Crackdown 3's right there.
Well, I don't have to worry about that.
I know what I'll be buying. Crackdown 3. I'll buy it so you don't have to.
Thank
Buy it
you.
and stream it so I can watch.
I will, probably.
The Halo Master Chief Collection is coming to Xbox Game Pass September 1st.
Does that include PC?
Remastered.
No.
No, it does not.
And I think it
Fuck.
does have the 4K whatever.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
has
it's got
updated visuals and stuff.
The X, what is it called? The
X enhanced.
X
Yeah.
Enhanced.
Yep.
Yeah.
It has offline local area network gameplay, so
Man.
pull up your Xbox.
Those
go to your
Xboxes
friend's
are like
house and
20
play.
pounds. What am I doing?
they are huge.
Walking around with this giant VCR thing.
Grab your shopping cart,
My-
put your Xbox
I
in it.
moved almost a
your
year
nonsense.
ago, and my Xbox One is still in its box.
Nice.
I should just do something with it, like sell it or anything.
And
I don't know.
speed down the freeway and chuck it out the window.
That'd kill someone.
What a way to go.
What a way to
And
go.
if you had an Xbox 360, if you threw out that power brick, it would have killed someone.
Phew.
Dude, I remember those things. God, I
Right.
hated those things.
Oh yeah.
I liked the giant green light on it. Just fucking sending a beacon back to its home planet.
Gosh.
The one, so I worked at a video game store when the 360 was like, the hot ticket. And we were getting so many in as trade-ins so that people would upgrade to like the 360 Elite.
I remember
And
that.
the old bricks would hum. So like,
Oh, really?
We'd have 3 or 4 of them plugged in, testing out the consoles, and keeping them on to make sure they wouldn't just die on us. We were just kind of putting them through the ringer, and we would just hear, I'd be like, what is that?
I hate noises like that.
But then to combat that, we'd have the big fat PS3s going with the fans going.
Oh my god.
It was just like, oh my god.
The PS3 is the worst. It's like they gave it a little tiny fan that can't cool anything, so it's always on.
Yeah.
Super
yeah.
loud. The
It's
worst.
crazy. We had the first Life is Strange 2 trailer this week.
Okay, I watched that. Because I love Life is Strange. That's well
Do
established.
you? Do
It's
you?
well established. It's probably one of my favorite games ever. I love Life is Strange.
Now, is it that you really like the characters, or that you just like the game
Both.
itself, like how it?
It's both because of the time
Yeah.
travel or the time rewind mechanic, and I really love Max as a character.
Okay,
And the store. Oh my god.
but they're not in this next one, right?
That's the thing. Is like they're not
No.
in this.
Do you think they'll make a cameo?
I think there's got to be some kind of cameo. So I've started watching this trailer, and I'm like, they're not in it. I want Max and Chloe. These people are garbage. By the end of the trailer, I'm in. Like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I kind of like where this is going. I can believe in you. I really liked part of what Life is Strange worked so well to me was that you're at a school and you're dealing with school stuff. Like, I love the Degrassi kind of aspect of it. So yeah, whatever it takes, and they just move that away to these other dudes, and that's fine. I'll play it for sure, but
Perfect segue. Degrassi cast. Welcome to the Degrassi cast, where we talk about Degrassi.
we gotta get a better name.
Degrassi.
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 I really do want to do that. We need to. You know what it should be? We should figure out a way to watch it at the same time and just live stream us talking over Degrassi.
And then
No, I'm telling you.
I'll be there as a new
Yeah.
voice to it because I've never watched a
You
single
gotta watch
second,
We
single
should
second
do it.
of that show.
So
You do it the way they do All Systems Goku, where you pick a certain amount of episodes, you watch them, and then we go through and talk about what happened in them and our thoughts.
All systems Goku. Okay.
yeah,
Giant bombs.
like
All
we should
Systems Goku, which
we
is
should
fucking
watch-
awesome.
like 6 episodes, and then we just write down our thoughts for all
jeez.
6 and then talk.
Yeah, that's too much.
Okay, 4.
There.
Well, they're usually 2-parters, so I was gonna say 5, but I was like, oh, it has to be 6.
Oh yeah, if it's
Split 'em up.
two-parter, you complete it. But like,
Well, do you know, like, once you get to season 8, they're all 2-parters. Like,
what?
yes, they're all.
Those
Did you know
stories
they
have
did?
to be good.
Did you know they did? They're fucking good. They did like a telenovela type of thing where there were 4 new
Grasscast,
episodes a week for like 2 months, and then they do normal once a week.
Once they got to the seasons where I think they were in college, I stopped watching.
Okay, so that was like 2 seasons where they had, and then they just dropped them. Once Emma was in college for 1 year, 1 season, I think, and then they got rid of it. And she's come back a couple times. But
Yeah,
to
didn't
go
she come
back.
back as like the horny teacher?
no, she was coming back as some kind
Whoa.
of a
I'm
weird
interested.
environmental person. She always has. Didn't I tell you this, Joel? She's like a Mary Sue, but the opposite, where like every bad thing happens to her.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, I remember.
It's pretty funny how she has every goddamn problem in existence,
God.
and is also a Mary Sue.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Oh, I love Degrassi so much. I think it was season 8 that started the telenovela thing, and they did that for 4 years or so. You don't know these characters though, Joel. Man, there's so many good characters. So good.
So, because when did it go from Degrassi: The Next Generation to Degrassi with the new class?
I think that's the Netflix,
Degrassi Evolution?
which I haven't. Digivolve 2. I'm like 4 seasons behind,
The grass cast.
so I don't know. I don't even know if it's still
Okay.
going.
No,
Is this still
I saw somewhere on Reddit that,
Is it
because
over?
I joined the subreddit, of course.
Oh, I should be there. I gotta be there.
You gotta be there. They have
You
great
gotta
discussions.
be there.
They were talking about like
You
what's
gotta
happening,
see the subreddit.
and supposedly that they're working on trying to get a movie together or trying to bring back the show with a brand new season, brand new cast.
Oh no! See, the last couple seasons has one of my favorite characters and one of my favorite plot lines. They did such a good job. You gotta watch it. You remember Darcy? Darcy's little sister becomes a main character for
Oh,
like
yeah.
6 seasons. It's crazy. It's crazy
Doesn't
shit.
she like come across like a sex offender or some shit?
Don't they all? Like
That's true.
Let's be
Most of the
real.
students in that
So
school
the
are sex
last-
offenders.
the last episode of Degrassi was 2015.
Good lord.
I'm gonna try and find the
sitting on
one
So the
Gold
series
mine.
is over.
for now.
Is
It's
that-
on hold, I guess.
I gotcha. Well, take it off hold. It's probably a long phone call.
I'm trying to see what the last season was that I saw. Oh shit, I've seen that. So I've seen through season 11.
Wow. And you really
I
committed.
really fucking love Degrassi, okay?
Yeah, apparently.
I'd probably take it over any other show. Like, if I had to pick one show, it's gonna be... Oh, and I've seen this, too, so I've seen season 12.
Wow.
This is such a good arc. Go talk about something else while I look at the Degrassi Wikipedia.
I was gonna say, all right, let's go back to Gamescom.
Yeah, what's the Gamescom news?
All right. I got one last piece of news, and then I have a follow-up question I'd like to ask you guys.
Is it about Degrassi?
No.
I wish it was.
Fuck.
Degrassi is coming to the Switch.
Oh,
Yes.
be still my heart.
Persona style, please.
No, because they'll fuck it up with stupid-ass monsters.
Yeah.
The monsters are all sex offender.
Okay, I've watched
Oh my
up
gosh.
to season 13. A couple episodes into season 13 out of 14.
Oh my god.
I thought there was another one on Netflix though. Wasn't there another one after 14?
I don't know. I don't remember seeing it on Netflix at all.
It is.
It's on Netflix?
The new stuff is.
All right, I'm gonna have to go back and check.
So, coming to the Switch is a dual pack of 2 games, Grandia and Grandia 2, in an HD remaster for the Switch and PC.
Hell yeah.
So we already have 2 for the PC, but the first one coming.
Wait,
And-
it is?
Or
Grandia
it's a
2 is
pack.
already on the PC?
Yes.
Okay. Just
Yes,
check.
Grandia 2 is on Steam right now. You
Huh.
can buy it.
Really?
Grandia 1 was one of my favorite PSX RPGs. It was originally for the Saturn in Japan, but then came to PlayStation for us. So we're getting this. I don't know if I want to say obscure, but it's like, where did this come from? Who asked for this?
It's definitely lesser known. It's like if there was a Xenosaga HD re-release.
Right. So yeah, exactly. That would be like, whoa. Except
I would play that.
you have the Xenoblade Chronicles like name out there, so it'd be like, okay, I see what this is.
Is that the same franchise as Xenogears?
No, same studio
No.
though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I was confused.
And so we have this
Understandable.
collection coming out, and 1, I'm going to buy it day 1, and 2, what if this is happening? What other obscure RPGs? I'm going to keep it to an RPG level. Would you like to see either remade or come to the Switch?
Skies
Get into
of Arcadia. End of discussion.
So there
I've
you
never
go.
played
That would
Skies
be
of
a great. Exactly, Skies of Arcadia.
I love that game.
There's 2 of them, aren't there?
No,
Is there no sequel?
there's no sequel.
I thought there was for some reason. Must
No,
be
trust
thinking
me,
of
I would
something
know.
else. Yeah,
I fucking love that
So,
game.
yeah.
It
Guys
was
of Arcadia
re-released. It was re-released on the
Guys
GameCube.
of
but
Arcadia would be a great game to put out on Switch.
box.
I want that, and I want Baten Kaitos.
Yeah, a Bon Kaitos dual pack would be amazing.
I would
but yeah,
want
Skies
like,
of
the
Arcadia.
Final Fantasy games to like Final Fantasy.
But they're already re-released. Like, what crazy weird
Those are-
re-release?
Yeah,
Those
but
are
on
already
Switch.
released on everything.
But I'd want to see them on Switch because like that's the thing I like about the Vita is like it's on the go and I could just suspend the application without having to save. Like
Right.
it's fine. You can play it in
You,
chunks.
you have a good point there. It would be cool to have like a Final Fantasy collection on one cartridge for the Switch that has like
fucking collection. Are
1
you
through
kidding?
6 or like 1 through however many. That would be really cool.
They should do it like the Mega Man collection, right? Final Fantasy 1 through 4.
Yeah. And then based on popularity on that, release the next games.
I'm down.
If they were to remaster like Armored Core, I'd be hype.
Get Daemon X Machina. Come on.
Yeah, and they're making a new Armored Core.
I liked
Yeah.
Armored Core 2 on PS1. That was like by far one of my favorite games.
I do enjoy
Ever.
the Armored Core
All
series.
right,
Ever.
I have breaking
What?
Degrassi news.
No, you don't. Let me finish. Let me
okay.
answer let me just put mine out there before you get on your grass cast.
Okay.
I want to see a trilogy or a 3-pack of the original Persona games on
Ooh.
the Switch. That's what I want to see.
That'd
Yeah.
be interesting.
Yeah.
I'd play that.
Get
yeah.
1, 2, and 3. If you get 3 on the Vita, you get 3 on the Switch. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Dude, the Switch could run Persona 5 for sure.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's
Well,
on
then let's do
PS3. as
Persona
well.
5.
give us all the Personas. I have Persona
Yeah.
1
Break
and
out
Persona
break out
3.
Persona on Nintendo with the Switch trilogy.
Stop putting these stupid Q games out and give us an actual Persona.
I wanna actually try one of those.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
I got a good name for our Degrassi show. It's the Degrass is always greener on this podcast. No? But I like the
Oh, it's too
Degrass
long.
is always
I like
something.
the Grass Cast still.
Okay, fine. Get your stupid grass ass over here. So
That
apparently
Degrass.
there's 4 seasons on Netflix, the last episode being in July 2017.
And so that one was strictly for Netflix? Or
All
was
of
it
these
like...
are on Netflix. In America. In Canada, they're on TV, but
Oh, really?
Netflix
Okay.
has the show now. So there's 5 seasons I have to catch up. Now, the Netflix seasons are only 10 episodes long, though. And they're all hashtags. Remember how they used to all be
What?
80s songs? And then
Yeah,
they
these all
moved...
the Voices Carry. That's where I got my
Yeah,
PSN
exactly.
from.
And then they started to be all 90s songs, and now they're fucking hashtags. And
I don't
there's
like that.
let me give you these shitty ass hashtags. Hashtags.
Ass tags.
Hashtag not all men. Great. What the
grass
fuck is that episode about? Hashtag squad
Is there a
goals.
hashtag
Check your
Hashtag
privilege.
from Game of Thrones?
Buy me pizza.
Valor, whatever it was.
Hashtag OMFG. Great. Hashtag worst gift ever. I don't know. Pics or it didn't happen. These hashtags are very unfortunate, but I
Yeah,
want
I
to
don't
get
like 'em.
through to see how bad/good these could be.
Do it.
I will. It's only 40 episodes. I've already seen like 150. What's 40 more?
Look, if we're gonna do a Degrassi cast,
Uh-huh.
like for real,
Cast.
we need to start doing like a SoundCloud thing so we can start getting those on a podcast.
I agree. Now let's fucking do it. How many episodes are there? Do you want to take a guess how many Degrassi episodes there are?
All together?
Yes, including the new one.
Um,
Including the new one.
The new one all the way to Next Generation, or are we including original Degrassi?
Including Next Generation through to today.
Okay.
But it's
I'm
only
gonna
like
say,
plus 10 for the other ones anyway.
230.
Logan, do you have a guess? It's higher.
Yeah, I was gonna say because that's like how many. It's always Sunny has. They're like in the 130s.
And this is a show that's been on for 14 seasons plus 40 episodes on Netflix.
Oh my god.
220.
He said
About
higher than
415.
Oh my god. I know some of the seasons were long, but I didn't think all of them were.
I'll tell you how long some of these seasons are. I'll say so it's 22 to 24, and then 44, 45, 40, and 40 for 4 seasons.
Damn.
The
They do
lot
keep
of-
it different in Canada.
No, I told you they did the telenovela.
Oh gee, that's too many.
And it started in season 10. I thought they started that earlier.
Yeah, telenovelas are like a new episode a day.
They did 4 new episodes a day for like 6 weeks, and then just had 10 more episodes. It's a really weird.
It is weird.
I mean, I guess you eventually run out of 80 songs that relate to the like what's going on in your episode, I guess.
Yeah, so like one of these episodes is called 99 Problems, so they did just throw the 80s thing right out the window.
Was that a two-parter, and then the second one was like a?
Oh
big
yeah,
one?
they're all 2-parters. After like starting in season 10, they're all fucking 2-parters. Like all of them. Almost every single one.
That sounds like too much. That'd be like, hey, I'm gonna watch Naruto.
It's good. No, this is better than Naruto, okay?
How dare you?
This is better than fucking Naruto. I do miss them being 80s songs though, cuz like they're just so fun to read.
Yeah, man.
Oh well.
They're more memorable that way.
And season 2 is really they're all fucking good.
They're great.
What are we talking about?
It's a great show. It's a great show. Like the quality of it really like you see it progress so much as you go. As if you start from like season 1 of the next generation, all the way through even like season 4 with the school shooting, I think season 4.
Yeah, that is season 4.
It really like the quality is already picked up by them.
It's so good, and plus everything is good about it.
Downtown Sasquatch. That's what we
Oh
should have called
yes.
it. God.
What's the dot?
Downtown Sasquatch.
There's a band.
You gotta watch to figure it out,
You gotta
man.
want to find out.
damn
It
it.
goes there.
It goes. Oh shit! The tagline.
Is it goes there or we go there?
Yeah.
We went there, so you don't have to.
Downtown Sasquatch.
Down Splashcast. What was the no?
I
They
can't even
had
say it.
they had the dot or something. The place they all went to.
Oh yeah, fuck.
That was where Spinner worked for 3 years.
Yeah.
It felt like.
It looked more like a liquor store with a table in it.
It
Some like
definitely-
bodega with like a fucking 1 or 2 tables.
Yeah, it looked like a sketchy pizza joint.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd eat there.
I do if I ever go to wherever the hell they filmed that. I want to visit like all the. I want to do like a Degrassi tour and see all the shit. If there's anything to see.
Is that a real school?
The outside is a real building, I think.
Okay. I figured they'd have it up as like a monument, and then like people can take tours
Yeah,
of it.
this is the only thing we know about Canada.
Yeah.
Stupid Americans. Okay, Logan, didn't you have like a question after this?
No, it was the.
Oh, that was
that.
that.
That was the question.
I like that.
So
though.
that
was good.
that news segment is over. You're good.
I'm all
Yay.
caught up from Gamescom.
From Gamescom. I did have something I wanted to talk. I'm trying to remember what the hell it was.
Well,
Now I'm too like, I'm like frothing over here at the mouth from Degrassi.
it's so,
Jeez, Frank, you're foaming at the mouth.
it's so good.
I'm drowning.
It's not gonna be good. I don't think it's good if you didn't watch it.
What, Degrassi?
Yeah, I don't know if it holds up.
It's hard. Yeah, it'd be like
Especially at the beginning. Maybe like season 4 it starts really getting better, but
trying to watch 90210 now. You know?
maybe. It's fun though. It's not like it's bad.
It's
questionable.
it's kind of corny now in a way, but in a good way.
but in
Yeah.
like a wholesome, fun Canadian way.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's a good
funny,
show.
though.
We'll have to. Maybe we should scour obscure. Well, it shouldn't be obscure. We can just do Degrassi, the Degrass cast.
The grass cast, and then hashtag it goes there
Hashtag it goes
on
there.
all podcasts.
Well, I'm gonna go on to Twitter and see what that hashtag is doing.
Oh jeez. Last time it was used was like 2003
Right.
or
It
2005.
goes
whatever.
there. There's literally.
Human centipede comes up. No, just kidding.
Well, there's one person used it on June 13th after that I'm upset video with a gif of Jimmy in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And then before that is a tweet from 10 years ago. Or no, 8 years ago. And so from a Degrassi fan account.
You should Google to see if there's actual Degrassi podcasts.
Let's just do it right now.
Do it.
Whatever it takes, a Degrassi podcast.
Fuck.
They got Degrassi Pod on Twitter. I think that's it. Back to Degrassi.
Bat Grassy.
And they've-
one called,
oh, shit.
There's one called Drunk Degrassi. There's one called Damn It Degrassi. Well, I don't know if these are podcasts. These might just be like song on like SoundCloud. Be the Best, a Degrassi fan podcast.
Oh, that's good.
There's one called Degrassi Voyager. Man, I don't know. I still think ours could be better.
I don't know. Because I think we can do the angle of having Logan as the person who's never seen it.
Yeah. I'm telling you, go if you listen
I've
to
never seen
All
it.
Systems,
You're right.
All Systems Goku.
Don't wanna.
Like if you go back
I
and
don't
listen
know.
to it, it's pretty damn good.
So Degrassi Pod has 400 followers on Twitter.
What we
Did we
should
end the-
do.
Did we
and
end
I
the
don't know,
show?
You can include it on the show.
Oh, the show's over.
Oh, okay.
Okay. When did you end it?
It
Did
ends
you end it
now.
yet? It's over.
Go home.